based energy harvesting technology is the pioneer one because it is easily available on around the world and it has no need to maintenance for further and it can be suitable for small scale power supply. From the survey of the top 5 technologies area for this 2020, the Tech Vision 2020
Dr. Ishita,
also satisfy
some issue with the audio.
Hello.
There is some issue with the audio. Please.
Is it audio? Am I audible?
Sort of disturbance is there.
Am I audible?
You are audible, but there is disturbance in between.
Hello. Now I am audible.
Yes, you are audible now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
I request everyone else to mute your mic, please. All the participants. Yeah, thank you.
So, from the survey of this top 50 technology in 2020, the energy harvesting and its application in March insert are the prime interest for this year. So the outline of my presentation are the mechanical energy harvesting, the current practices followed by the basic concept of piezo-based energy harvesting, nano generator, its application and advantage over the other technologies, and some international and national status of this technology, and materials, perspective and ecological aspect of this nano generator, and some current challenges, followed by the contribution of our group and some state of art application, and finally the summary and conclusion. So what are the current practices? Suppose you are driving a electric car, but suddenly the batteries run out. Then what should we do? We will charge again and drive. That is, we have to stop because of the limited battery life. So suppose your phone is out of charge and switched off. What you will do? You have to recharge you have to charge again, and then you can talk in phone. So what is the major problem? The battery life. Can the battery life enhance, or the battery replaced, or need any, or there is no need of any battery at all? Yes, can it be? The iPhone 10 with
audio
the
issue.
iPhone 10 we can't. Hello.
Hello. Dr. Ishita, we
Hello.
still facing the audio issue.
Now I am audible.
You are audible, but there is disturbance in between, so we are not able to hear the
On loose connection, it seems.
connection.
Loose contacts are there.
So, are you using head?
Now. Hello.
Hello. It is fine now. No. It is not fine.
Now it is fine.
Yeah. Now it is fine.
Okay. So, can we charge our iPhone 10 with our heartbeat? No, but probably we can uh, uh, charge the iPhone with our heartbeat in some near future. How can we achieve this? This is by the piezoelectric based mechanical energy harvesting technology. Among the different mechanical energy harvesting technology, piezoelectric based mechanical energy harvesting are most pioneer as it is easily available for small scale power sources. What is piezoelectricity? The word piezo is the piezoelectric is coming from the word piezo, which is a Greek word which means switch or space. That is the electricity resulting from application of pressure. It was discovered by 1880 by two French physicists, Jacques and Pierre Curie. Generally, piezoelectricity is basically two types, direct and indirect. Nano generator works on direct piezoelectric effect. It is the technology that can convert mechanical or thermal perturbation produced by small scale physical change into electric output. It was first invented by Dr. Zhongling Wang in Georgia Institute of Technology in 2006 when he was working with zinc oxide AFM study of zinc oxide nanorod. So nano generator is now an alternative for the micro and nano powering. It can use the mechanical energy from various origin, such as human body motion, transportation, infrastructure, or industry and environment. From the global picture, we can see the energy harvesting module market increasing day by day, and for the piezoelectric based energy harvesting is increasing abruptly in the near future. This is because it can be applied in implantable device, wireless sensor, robots, nano sensor, laptops, mobile phone, because of its several advantage over the other energy harvesting technology in terms of portability, variability, and it can produce uninterrupted electricity with reduced maintenance cost. It can also be compatible with biological system. There are mainly three types of nano generator: piezoelectric, triboelectric, and pyroelectric. Among them, piezoelectric based nano generator are the most promising because of the easy input sources. From the international scenario, we can see there are a lot of review papers was published as well as some patents regarding this piezoelectric energy harvesting technology by nano generator technology was filed. From the national status also, we can see increases. The research was mainly started from 2014 onwards. Some few research group I have mentioned here. And first, it was we have concentrated on composite-based nano generator mainly. Or then we have then the researcher tried to vary the input mechanical source. Now it's coming to hybrid nano generator as well as some bio-waste-based nano generator. So from technological roadmap, we can see now the power till date the power density reached 313 watt per meter square with the efficiency 65%. But still, there are a lot of invention needed in terms of low cost manufacturing technique and fabrication, as well as excellent robustness and the material aspects. So various from the material aspect, we can see from starting various nanostructure material. I have divided in 5 regions of this material. First, the inner. I am coming to the question answer in later. Can I come? Hello. Can I come the
Yes.
question answer part in later?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. At the end, yes.
Answer session will be at the end.
Okay. So first we are from the invention on 2006 years mainly focused on inorganic nanowire based material where zinc oxide, zinc oxide, ACE nanostructure, indium nitrate, barium titanate, zinc stanate are plays the major role for this application. Actually, but for this
Hello, Ipshita, we lost your audio.
I high piezoelectric coefficient and luminant polarization value.
Hello, doctor.
Thus, there is a limitation of the use. Thus, there is a limitation of the use of this of this type of this material based nano generator. Then on 2010 onwards, all organic based nano generator was fabricated. Mainly the polyvinylidene fluoride is the pioneer material for this application purpose. PVDF is basically exists in three different polymorphic structure: non-polar alpha, semi-polar gamma, and the most polar beta phase with net dipole moment 2.1 dBi and spontaneous polarization 8 into 10 to the power 30 picocoulomb per Newton. And but the mostly during this polymerization, mostly the beta polymorphic phase, mostly the alpha polymorphic phase of PVDF is formed. So to make make the alpha this phase transformation from alpha to beta, lot of techniques has been adopted by the previous researcher, including the crystallization of high temperature, applying high pressure, cold drawing, annealing or epixaxial growth. But all these processes are very tedious and not at all an industrial friendly technique for large scale production. As well as they also these processes are mainly include incorporate some surface defect in the material, and thus the mechanical property of this material are hampered, and thus they brings the premature breakdown strength of this material. So on 2012 onwards, on 2012 sorry, hybrid organic inorganic nanogenerator based material that can be the incorporation of basically incorporation
Dr.
in the polymer matrix. Actually, the nano.
Dr. Ipshita, we are facing a lot of audio trouble
Hello?
on your side. Hello. Hello, Dr. Ipshita.
Yes. Can you,
Uh, we are not able to hear
hello?
you properly. We are facing a lot of audio issues. Uh, should I broadcast the PPT from my end and you can just speak so that the bandwidth is less?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. That would be beneficial for us because then your voice will be clear enough. Okay. ma'am?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So at the time you want to move your
All
slide, you can just say next. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
He's
should I?
sharing.
Okay. So should I continue?
Uh,
Yes, ma'am. We'll start from where you left.
but
Just,
please
just
be,
set up the screen.
yeah, just be on the Cisco WebEx application, not on the PowerPoint application.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I continue?
Yeah. Are you on the Cisco WebEx application?
Yes, ma'am is using Cisco WebEx. Yeah.
And now in the material aspect of nanogenerator, hybrid organic inorganic based nanogenerator.
Are you on this slide?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still in the slide.
Next slide.
No. If next slide, then I will tell. Okay.
Okay, this one.
No.
Previous.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Alright, please. Already covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. Yeah. In this slide. In previous slide. Previous slide. Previous. Not next. Previous.
Can you tell me the slide heading?
Previous. Hello.
Can you tell me the slide heading?
Previous slide. Just previous slide. Hybrid, organic, inorganic nitrogenate. Yes. Next slide. Next slide. Next. Hello.
I'm on the slide hybrid
Yes.
organic or next to it.
Slide. No, just slide. Next slide. Next slide. This is in all organic nanogenerator. Next slide. Just hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
PDF hybrid filler based.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Just
you can
next slide.
continue from there.
Not
Yeah.
this one.
Previous one.
Next,
Slide
Rishabh.
number
Next.
15. Yes.
15.
Yes. Yes. This slide. Yes.
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 This is 15. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. May I continue?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. So recently, researchers are tried to imply polarization of PVDF by incorporation of various pillars in where these pillars interact with the PVDF typos and thus they are oriented in a particular fashion of beta polymer. Among these pillars, there are lot of like metal ion base, carbon filler base, which have limitation in terms of metal matrix incompatibility and and thus the filler dispersion in the polymer matrix, which also resulting low output power, and these also vary with the active area. So next slide 16. Hello. Hello. Hello.
I'm on slide
Yes,
16.
ma'am.
Yes. Slide 16, please.
It is slide 16.
Yes. Yes. Among the fillers, the ceramic based fillers are the most promising as they also increase the synergistic remnant polarization and diffractive coefficient. Various ceramic based filler was used like PZT, PT, zinc oxide, ZnSNO3, zinc ferrite, but the most common problem for this type of composite fabrication are the filler and polymer matrix incompatibility, and thus the dispersion in the polymer matrix, which reduce the expected power. To address this problem, now the researchers are treat the surface of the ceramic pillar by a surface modifier, thus which basically act as a robust layer on the surface of this ceramic pillar, and it can also bind the pillar and polymer matrix. Thus, it also helps to prevent the agglomeration of the nanopillar and stop the migration of surface charge on the ceramic surface to the ceramic surface, and thus the more stronger interaction form. Next slide, please. Yes. The PPDF hide, but still there are a lot of issues like low power output, which was addressed by fabrication of PVDF based hybrid pillar formation, hybrid pillar based PVDF composite formation, where some introduction of conducting material was in the polymer matrix, as well as some biomaterial also incorporated in the polymer matrix, but still the power density is in the microwatt level range, which cannot be applied for the realistic application. And also the agglomeration is still there was in a great issue, and they are not at all truly biocompatible. The next slide, please. Next slide. Hello. Yes. So recently, the nature-driven biomaterials-based piezoelectric nanogenerator are coming in the picture as an alternative choice. They are really biocompatible, cost-effective, and can be used with simple designing and fabrication simple fabrication technique. They also can stop EUR formation, and thus they have the lot of potentiality for the further use. They are mainly two for biomass and animal waste and plant. Lot of material including the fish, spider nest, eggs, onion skin. But the animal based biomaterials need to be chemically treated, which is a basic problem for using this material for further application purpose. Next slide, please.
Ipsita ma'am? Ma'am, your audio is lost. Rishabh, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay. Maybe some network issue. Ma'am will join again. Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Hello.
video is not audible.
Yeah, wait. She is joining back.
Okay, sir. Hello.
Yes, Ispita ma'am. Yeah, ma'am is just joining back. Sometime, yeah. Please.
Ma'am, I have one basic question.
Yes, I'm connecting through phone. Please just give me some time.
Ma'am, video is not audible.
Yes, she's connecting back. Wait.
Yeah, ma'am is rejoining. Kindly cooperate, please. Yeah, thank you, Aryan, for the suggestion. We'll keep it a note on it.
Ma'am, how to deposit ceramic millers on glass plate?
Just a second. Yeah, Rishabh, are you there?
Yes,
Yeah, ma'am.
I'm
Yeah, so shall I connect ma'am through call or you will connect?
I'm
Because then,
I'm connecting her to wait.
because that will be easy, I guess. Because you need to change the slide also,
You
no?
need
Connect through phone also. You can turn on speaker, yeah.
okay. Do one. I'm finding the number actually.
Share your contact with.
Okay. Do you have Cisco Webin application installed on your phone?
What?
Uh,
Ma'am, how to deposit a ceramics on a glass plate?
Yeah, actually, we are not working on these materials. So I think ma'am would be the correct person to answer this. So just wait for a second. Actually, we'll just connect her. Then she can take up your query.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Just connecting. Just give us some time. Actually, today at some place it's raining very heavily, so maybe that could be one reason. So Praveen sir is asking, tell us some good things about IEEE. Okay. So yeah, Ipsita ma'am, you're there. Are we like audible? Am I audible to you?
It's not reachable, Anupama.
Yeah. So ma'am is trying to connect. In the meanwhile, as sir has asked about IEEE, so IEEE, okay, CSIO chapter. Okay. So IEEE is, as you all know, it's an Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. So it is the largest publisher in the world, and it is a global platform where you can share your ideas, share your vision, and basically it focuses on technology for humanity. Basically, it benefits humanity in various aspects. And when I talk it as a publisher, so it has various fields under it. Like initially, it was by the American Society. It was established in quite earlier, but it was earlier focused on only electrical and electronics. But now it has widespread in various streams like biotechnology and this like nanotechnology chapter. So this is again one of part of IEEE. Then it has various other fields like sensors, then communication, various like there are many societies which are opened under IEEE, and basically it deals with connecting people, sharing of ideas, and also enhancing people in various ways, like in their professions, in their careers. And as we all are graduate students pursuing PhD, so we started last year in May, in March. We initiated to establish a student chapter at student branch at CSIR CSIO. So last year in May we started this chapter, and finally then under IEEE student branch we opened two like one is Affinity Group and one is Nanotechnology student branch chapter under branch. So we have around 60 members under our student branch, and we have been celebrating various technological days, like various events we have been conducting to again enhance our knowledge, enhance our professional skills. So we are trying to improving us. Yeah, and upcoming lecture we are celebrating International Day of Light on 16th May. So we will share the flyers with you all. So if anyone is interested, they can join us for that celebration as well. We'll be having that from 4 p.m. on 16th. And we have some like two eminent speakers which are from industry. So they'll be talking about how light industry is today, at what stage it is. So we'll be celebrating Ideal. And
I mean, nanotechnology.
if everything
what
is
kind
clear,
of
Rishabh, can we
research are
start?
going on in IEEE?
Actually, your voice is not clear. Could you speak little?
In the field of nanotechnology, what kind of research are going on in nanotechnology?
Okay, there are various research. Like I myself, I'm a nanotechnologist, and I'm working on energy harvesting area. So we have been designing photo anodes and photo cathodes for solar energy harvesting, and further using it for water splitting applications, like producing hydrogen as a fuel. Plus, I'm also working in water pollutant monitoring area. We have been designing materials, functional materials for heavy metal detection, for pollutant monitoring, and also for photocatalysis.
Okay,
So
Anupma.
their nanotechnology is widespread. It can be utilized in various applications, like starting from food, ending up to industry at any like commercial, like paint industry and all. So it has diverse applications. So it depends how functional materials you can synthesize for like diverse applications.
Okay, Anupma.
And if you talk about IEEE membership price,
Hello?
yeah.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. We can start with the presentation. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting, Anupma. We can take up these questions later. Dr. Ipshita is with us now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
Dr.
Sorry, I am sorry. Can you now properly hear me?
Yes, we are able to hear you now.
Hello.
Yes, we are able to hear
Yeah.
you
Can
now.
you hear me properly?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, should I start? Should I start?
Yes, you can start. It is better if
Yes,
you
ma'am. You can.
explain
Yes, ma'am. You can start.
should I move to the previous slide or you will start from this slide?
No. We can start from this slide.
Okay.
Thank you. So, our group worked on mainly the piezoelectric nanocomposite fabricated by ceramic and polymer based. And for my work was mainly fabrication of G-ferrite, incorporated PVDF based piezo nanocomposite,
How
followed
to
by
deposit
starting the
ceramics on a glass plate?
hello.
How to deposit a ceramic on a glass plate? Which method is adapted for deposition?
What you want to deposit? It's only standalone film. No deposition is needed actually. Hello.
Hello. We'll take up the QA sessions after the completion of presentation. Uh, okay.
Okay. So can I continue?
Yeah, please, Dr. Ipshita, please continue.
Okay. So fabrication of zinc ferrite based PVDF nanocomposite and study the concentration of zinc ferrite that is the pillar size and geometrical architecture um, of on the piezo property of this PVDF based composite film, and it's also copolymer based composite film. Understanding the probable interaction mechanism responsible for the improved performance. Finally, harvesting of mechanical energy from diverse origin like biomechanical, airflow, deformation of material, and followed by the demonstration of some interesting application of nanogenerator in cell power system, airflow sensor, like airflow sensor, biomechanical monitor sensor, impact sensor. We can see some glimpse of this device. Like we have tried to form the sensor here by the airflow and can bloom the LED instantaneously. And the maximum output power was 3.51 microwatt per millimeter cube we have achieved. And go to the next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yes. So, nanogenerator is the unavoidable technology for smart electronics, textile, skin application, as well as next slide. Next slide, please. And intelligent transportation. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Nanogenerator is also can be used in implantable medical device and biosensor like heartbeat monitor, cardiac pacemaker, muscle sensor, eye motion trigger, pulse sensor, voice recognizer. It can be it can be used in a remote area also, and remote area also. Next slide, please. In summary, we can tell the nanogenerator is one of the promising technology for near future. In material perspective of view, there are mainly four types of material are used. First of all, zinc oxide, nanowire based nanogenerator, perovskite, ceramic based nanogenerator, and all organic polymer based nanogenerator. and the composite-based nanogenerator. With addition, some biowas material-based nanogenerator also now investigated. But still, there are a lot of challenges in this system, in this harvesting technology system, like they are only operated by direct contact mode. They are also the electrode and active piezo surface easily can be contaminated and damaged by external mechanical motion, leading to the deterioration of this performance. Till date, the output power density is in the nanowatt to few-watt scale, and with the very low short circuit current, and the most so thus the more advanced structural design and smart material and systematic characterization are still required to effectively scavenge the multi-directional energy sources. So the recent trends are to fabricate a hybrid nanogenerator by technology, mixing three technology like tribo piezo or tribo magnetoelectric and piezo wind, tribo wind type of material. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So we acknowledge my PhD supervisor, Dr. Shravani Sen, and postdoc supervisor, Arup Ranjan Bhattacharya, ACSIR for academic support, CSIR for financial support, and IIT Bombay for postdoctoral work. All my lab mates from CSIR, CGCRI, and IIT Bombay. Next slide, please. These are my publication regarding this work. Next slide. Yes. So thank you for your patience. Hello. Thank
Yeah,
for your
thank you,
patience.
ma'am, for an informative talk. Yeah, we faced some technical issues, but still we completed it. So, ma'am, there are some questions in the chat box window.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can take up them.
Which method is adapted to fabricate electrode?
Actually, electrode is mainly fabricated by for regular characterization purpose. We have fabricated by simple silver coating on the top surface and bottom surface of this composite. But when it is in the device formation part, then we have using the sputtering method.
I ask which method, physical vapor deposition or chemical vapor deposition?
What? What? Hello? What is the question? Hello?
Sir,
Can you
which
please? Pardon, please. Hello?
which method is adapted to fabricate electrode, physical vapor deposition or chemical vapor deposition? Which one is better?
No. This is only simple. We have used simple solvent casting technique. For our work, we have used simple solvent casting technique.
Solvent
Hello?
casting, drop casting. Okay. Yes, ma'am, we can. I hope it's clear. We can go to the next question then.
Yes. What is the next
Yeah.
question?
So, ma'am, Abhiram Anand is asking, what are triboelectric materials?
Yes, triboelectric material is basically the mechanical energy is various type now. One is only piezo based, but triboelectric is triboelectrification. That is mainly the friction between two materials. When that also one type of mechanical energy. When this type of mechanical energy is converted in a electrical energy, then this nanogenerator is called triboelectric nanogenerator.
Okay. So there is one question from Priyanka Kajal.
There is actually the benefit is you can use any material, any two material you can use, where that only two material are sliding each other. That's the friction is used as a input source for this electrical energy harvesting.
Okay.
Hello.
Thank you, ma'am. So moving to our next question, ma'am. Priyanka
Yeah.
is asking how ceramic pillars are deposited. Ceramic pillars are deposited.
Ceramic filler in the polymer matrix, or it's itself ceramic filler. Then it is not filler, then it is ceramic only, ceramic oxide only. When
Yeah,
we
she
deposit
is
it
asking.
in PVDF, then it is filler, act as a filler.
Okay, it's a pillar, ma'am.
So
Here, she's
this
asking
is
for pillars.
simple solvent casting technique. That is, we synthesize the ceramic pillar like different of perovskite material or some spinel structure ceramic oxide, and then it is just directly incorporated in the polymer solution, that is PVDF solution, in some polar solvent, and then starting for 2 or 3 days, and then the solution is almost homogeneous, and then ultrasonicated for further 2 or 3 hours, and then just simple solvent casting with glass light, and evaporated the solvent by temperature around 90 degree, and then the film is self-standing film is formed.
Okay, ma'am. So I hope it's clear, Priyanka. So
Is
now
it clear?
moving to our next question, ma'am. Yeah, Priyanka, I hope it's clear.
Is it clear to
So
me? Hello.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So moving to our next question from Dr. Puraram. He wanted
Yeah.
to know how much potential difference is generated and maximum current.
Maximum current till date, the the maximum voltage was around voltage was around 48 volt AC voltage. But actually, the main problem is the conversion of this AC to DC, because in between this conversion, lot of energy is just wastage. So around 48, 50 around volt is maximum generated till date. But it can be
Okay.
possible to more, because of you have to increase the active area only.
Okay, ma'am. So how much
And the
active area
maximum
you're
power
using
density is
currently?
around.
Like,
Hello.
yes, ma'am.
Yes. Tell, please. Please tell.
Okay,
Continue.
so ma'am, how much is the active area that you're using? You are using?
Actually, we are unit is like power density, not power only, by millimeter cube. So still date the power density in microwatt per millimeter cube. So that range, few microwatt range.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, when the active area of
So
the electrode is this, what will happen the power and energy density?
What? What?
When
Hello.
the active area of the electrode is increased,
Yeah, obviously it will be power density will value will be increased. Now active area is increasing means that it is not depend upon density, means you are divided by the unit area. So if it is material is fixed, the active area increases, then the power density will be fixed only.
okay, ma'am.
So we are using this term that is more uniform for each other, each researcher, no?
yes.
Yes. Next question, please.
Okay. So moving to our next question from Aryan. He wanted to know,
Yeah.
is there any effect of high pressure and temperature on these piezos? Like, does high temperature and pressure affect these piezos?
Yeah, actually in high pressure always working. Actually piezo is working on pressure only. So how much pressure you will give, the all the dipoles of this material na aligned. But when you use some temperature, that is basically the distracting the dipoles orientation. So it may be maybe the dipoles are changes their direction. But actually there is a number of dipoles in a material is fixed. So after some time, so when all the dipoles are saturated, there will be no change in the potential, like in terms of increasing the pressure or like that. But after temperature, if you increasing suddenly, then piezo basically are disordered like structure.
Okay. So I hope, Aryan, it's clear. If you have any further doubt, you can like unmute yourself and directly contact ma'am.
Yeah, obviously. I am available.
Yeah.
Next question,
Good evening,
please.
ma'am.
So next, yes, Aryan,
So, ma'am,
would you like to
ma'am, like
indicate?
you said that if we cross a certain pressure limit, the dipoles are destructed. So you're talking about the per unit area, or like this thing can be
No.
avoided in
Not
case of
pressure.
changing the material.
I am talking that if you change the certain temperature, the dipoles are distracted, maybe disturbed. Because you are
Okay, ma'am.
putting some external perturbation, na?
Mm-hmm. Let's
That
suppose
changes.
there is a certain threshold pressure limit. If we cross that pressure limit, what happens to that particular piezo?
There should be some certain pressure limit, but actually it is after the certain pressure limit. If you increase the pressure also, the materials, all dipoles are that time aligned. So it is not at all, then the effect of this pressure induced electricity will not happen. Okay, so material may be break because they
Okay,
have
ma'am.
some mechanical property issue also. So especially the ceramic filler, what is the major problem for the ceramic based nanogenerator or ceramic based material? That is the flexibility concern. So after a certain pressure and how much impact is basically that it is high impact, then suddenly the material may be cracked. So it is not that time are workable.
Ma'am, one more question, please. Like, what is the effect of water on these piezos? Water, does it really affect the lifetime or lifelong availability of these piezos?
What effect? Water.
What is the effect of water on piezo? Like, if we sustain the piezos in water for any type of project purpose, does that water affect the lifelong life of
No.
that piezo?
It can be used actually in submarines. In the intelligent transport, I have shown the in submarine also you can use.
Okay, ma'am.
So
Thanks.
people are now doing also trying to that piezo based everywhere. You can use everywhere.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am, you have mentioned the 48 voltage potential difference you are getting, or whatever other person have got. Is it in a single module, or 48 voltage is too much?
Yeah, it is a single module means 48 voltage. You have seen it is AC voltage, not DC. It is AC
Right,
only.
AC voltage, but 48 voltage is also too much because if we take root mean square of this voltage, it is around 24 or something like that. And how
Yeah.
much current generated?
Current is only an pico nano coulomb, nano ampere level.
Okay, potential difference is 48 volt and current is nano ampere range, right?
Till date, the
Because
people are reported at nano ampere level.
yeah, because I am also working in energy storage system in lithium ion batteries, sodium ion batteries. So I want to know about to something energy harvesting and storing devices.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
So thank you,
Next
sir,
question,
for your
please.
clearing out your doubt. Next, we have a question from Kishore. He wanted to know, is there any substitute for PDMS in piezoelectric nanogenerators? Like how
Yeah.
the bubbles of PDMS affect efficiency?
Yeah, PDMS, you can use PDMS. There are a lot of type of nano generator. For flexible purpose, generally use PDMS, PVDF, PVC. That is the polar polymer. Which is polar polymer you can use with high dipole moment. The funda is like that. So
Okay. So Kishore, if you have any more, you need more clarification on that, you can directly interact. Okay. So moving to our next question from Jaspreet Singh. He
Yeah.
wanted to know how the charge is transferred from one material to another through friction in triboelectric nanogenerators.
In triboelectric, actually triboelectric, just upward, the charge is according to their electrification rule. I mean, the charge friction rule. Some positive charge will be generating some one particular material, and another material will be negatively charged. So when you connect an external circuit, then you get the potential difference between this positive and negative side, and this potential difference you can use as a current.
Okay, ma'am.
It's
So
like
next,
when you
Ma'am,
combing in winter, we are combing now some static charge is generated, and if you use this static charge for our purpose, then it can be used. But triboelectric electrification has a limitation, that is this is for large scale, comparatively large scale. Piezo is more small scale application.
okay, ma'am. Okay.
Ma'am, I asked
So
basic
yes, anyone?
if you don't mind, please tell the basic mechanism behind the ceramic network.
Hello, yes sir. Yes sir.
He was asking about
Kindly
the
say
basic
the
mechanism.
mechanism of ceramic network.
Please, can you just repeat the question, please?
Yeah. Vasant Kumar, could you repeat your question, please?
Please say the real mechanism behind the ceramic network to application point of view.
Which network?
What will happen in the electrolyte? What will happen in the total system mechanism? I need mechanism.
In the second or third slide, probably I have shown the piezoelectricity. When you induce some pressure, now piezo materials is a non-pseudo-symmetric structure. So when you applying some pressure, the particular the dipoles are just changes. And go to the slide number. Go to the slide number 7. Slide number 7.
Seven, Rishabh. Yeah.
Yes, this slide. So here you see, when you applying pressure, the material is compressed, and thus that is deformation. And this deformation, when you apply the pressure side, that changes the positive dipole side and negative side, as it is non-centrosymmetric structure. So there is a net dipole is generated, and thus when you connect it with the external circuit, then it is you get the open circuit voltage.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Next question, please.
So I'm going to our next question from Vinod. He wanted to know what is the elasticity of piezoelectric crystal and how long does it remain stable? Elasticity.
Elasticity.
Yes, ma'am.
For polymer piezoelectric, polymer like the same type of piezoelectricity, like such as polymers are more elastic comparatively to the ceramics, and the ceramics actually not that much elastic, and that is the main problem and issue. Actually, I have told now that is structurally rigid. That's why they are rigid. So you can't use for long-term application purpose. Next question.
Okay. Next, Aryan, you can directly interact. You want to know about the validity of particular piezoelectric
Yes, ma'am.
module. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So my question is like, suppose there's a piezo module, and keeping in mind the efficiency it produces, for how long can we use that particular piezo?
Yeah, that still date, the reports, it is not at all commercialized till date. Only 2-3 ceramic based material are available, but the researcher had tell around 2-3 years it can be easily work. And actually if you use some polymer based, what is the recent inventation, that is polymer based, you can use for long life. It is not at all big now. So
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
yes, thank you. Next question.
Yeah.
What
So
is
there's a question
ability-
from Suman Nath. Suman, so he wanted to know, can we make use of natural fibers like taramint fibers, coconut fibers for bio-based piezoelectric materials?
Which type of fiber?
Like, ma'am, coconut fibers, taramint fibers for
Uh,
bio-based piezoelectric materials.
You can use any fiber, but you should have the fiber as a piezoelectric material. Otherwise, how can you use? You need a piezoelectric material at all. So if it is piezoelectric, then you can use.
Okay. So if you need more clarification, Suman Nath, you can directly
You can use collagen
chat.
fiber. Okay. Or cellulose microfiber, if you have it is piezoelectric, so you can use.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
What
So
is
any
the
more questions?
speed of your material? How long it's stable, and what are the how many cycles were used in your material?
For
Well,
our
I-
material, we have tried for consecutive 3000 cycles, and for it is after we have also tested for 3 months gap, so that it is really eligible for the further application purpose or not, but it is working. That is material actually durable, you can say.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so any more queries?
Is there any question?
Any more questions? So any more doubts? Anything you would like to clarify? Okay, so
If
I
anything
think it-
question or any clarification, you can directly question me. Uh, you can directly ask in my.
okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, lot of patents already. Someone is questioning patent done.
Yeah, any patents done for this?
Yeah, lot
Yeah.
of patents are already. I have shown in that slide. I think some of I have shown already.
Okay, ma'am.
That Apple and Samsung are working on this actually. In the slide number 10, probably
Okay.
I have shown. And from our work also we have filed the patent, but I can't disclose the exact work. So till now,
Okay, okay, ma'am. We understand, ma'am.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Is there any question?
that's all for this session. Thank you, ma'am, for a very informative talk and taking up so many queries. So now to make it memorable, I request everyone to turn on your camera. We can have a group picture with our speaker and make memorable. Yeah. So I request everyone.
Okay, Dada.
So we are waiting.
Group picture proper ആയിടാം.
Hello. Yes.
Dr. Ipshita, if you like, you can drop your mail ID in the chat box.
Yeah. I can.
So that if someone has missed question, so they can ask.
Yeah. So you can share your email ID and
Yeah. And today we are thankful to the audience as well for having the patience due to the network issue. Uh,
yeah, thank you for bearing with us.
please.
Actually, these technical issues are there. We need to cope up with them. So we're trying. So let's hope it will not happen again in the future.
And thank you, Dr. Ipshita, for the wonderful session.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for your time and for your talk.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you all tomorrow.
Yes.
Stay
Thank
safe. Yeah. Thank
you.
you,
Stay
ma'am.
safe.
Thank you all.
Thank you for the payment.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have dropped.